because a guy will take you out and buy you, spend money on you. I learned that from my best friend in college was a guy. And I remember
it's getting dirty
had
now.
this little this girl that he was dating or whatever.
Let's go with it.
And in college you ain't got no money.
Oh hell no.
But he liked the girl. He liked her, but he wasn't like in love with her. He just liked her doggy style. You know what I'm saying?
You keep going. Doggy style.
Money,
that's right.
So that's what he wanted to keep getting, right? So I saw him. This is why I don't. Guys, if it's crazy.
All right, go now.
Wait.
Get in there! Oh my God!
Hey guys, welcome to the Family Mess. I'm Noah, and have a nice day.
Good God!
I love the Family Mess. Oh my
Oh my God!
What you got, Ian? What you got, Ian?
He didn't know that
Come on, man. You can't. All right, man. Cut this recording.
Did you hear that?
That was nasty. You stink.
I didn't hear
I'm
that.
ending. All right, we're ending because going fart is nasty.
We'll get back to you soon. Some advertisers saying
Mess, family mess. Welcome to episode 9 of the Family Mess. I'm your host Ian, and this is my wife and co-host Nathalie. The Family Mess, the podcast about life with kids and all things adulting. Let's talk. Nathalie, we're both dying right now. It's episode 9. It's 11:15 at night, and we're both tired.
Yes, but we're committed.
Oh man, I'm so tired.
It's been a long day, long weekend every day.
It's been about 2 weeks since our last recorded episode.
Life has been that busy, unfortunately.
Oh man, it's so hard to commit to making these recordings, but gotta do what we gotta do. So, what have you been doing the last 2 weeks? Can you explain? I know what I've been doing. Nothing. I've been getting better because I was sick.
Oh no, here we go again.
I went to the doctor, and the doctor gave me actually, he didn't help me at all. He gave me we couldn't find what was wrong with you.
I already told you what was going to happen at the doctor's office. I told you everything in advance, but now you don't know nothing.
I don't remember you telling me anything. I took your advice. I took your probiotics like you told me to take.
After the fact.
What fact?
After the colonoscopy, the doctor's appointments, all the money spent.
I didn't spend no money.
Time, money.
What money did I spend?
You gotta pay when you go to the doctor's
Insurance
office.
paid for me. I didn't pay for nothing. My deductible's paid,
That's
playa.
still money spent, time wasted. And if all you had to do is just listen to what I said.
But I was sick. That's what I was saying. I was sick. And I lost all that weight. I was scared.
Ian thought he was on his deathbed, but I knew better.
I thought I had a disease that I didn't know was wrong with me, and I was dying. I looked like I was dying. I lost so much weight, and you make fun of me and hurt my feelings.
Yes, you were very skinny. But you're better now.
I am much better now.
And you're putting weight back on
yes,
slowly.
I'm eating again, and I actually ate some vegetables this past week because vegetables what made me sick in the first place. So I'm scared to eat spinach.
Old vegetables, not spoiled vegetables, not just vegetables, spoiled vegetables.
Well, Nathalie must have kept it in the fridge, didn't tell me how long she kept it in there, and then I ate it. I would not purposely eat.
Of course, it's Natalie's fault.
I wouldn't eat bad spinach. That's what the doctor asked me. Why did you eat the bad spinach, Mr. Beeson? I almost slapped him in his face. You mean I'm going to eat bad spinach on purpose to make myself sick? I was insulted.
Well, it was weird that you ate the bad spinach, but you just didn't know at the time. It's fine, yeah.
I mean, I knew it was bad when I came home and smelled it, then I got sick, and that thing just killed my life for the next 2 months, but thank you, Jesus. I am much better. I'm back to my normal self. Everything is good. The colonoscopy came back negative. The endoscopy came back negative. So I feel like a new person, man. I have a second chance at life.
Well, congratulations, Ian.
I feel good.
Way more than it had to be, but it's all good.
Whatever. Listen, I don't like being sick. Being sick for me, I don't handle it well. So I just, you can say whatever you want to say, but you're sick all the time. So you're used to it.
I'm not sick all the time.
You always complain about your leg, your hip, something's hurting on you every single day.
Weird little things.
Every single day you get up, you complain about something. I complain about my back because my back is a real issue.
Yes, it's broke. Broke back.
Nathalie thinks my herniated disc is pleasure to her, and she makes fun of me because I can't do anything really in the house, and she makes fun because I can't lift anything. and always makes fun of me.
Yes, that's why your name's Brokeback.
I don't appreciate it. See, she's making jokes about stupid movies, and I don't appreciate it. My feelings are hurt.
Okay, but your back's still broken.
Oh, man. Tough. It's being tough married to this woman, I'm telling you.
But you've made it thus far.
But as we continue with this show, what did we decide to talk about today? I was looking at my phone last week. I think we
decided to talk about, after we had this we just had most of our show topics come from conversations during the week or things that happened. And I was talking about a friend who had a baby, and what was it? Their husband wasn't helping out I forgot what it was.
That's correct.
Yes, and then somehow the conversation circled all the way back around, and Ian talked about hidden things that men... Oh yeah, because I said she should put him out or something like that, and you said she shouldn't put him out because then he might not come back, and then...
Yeah.
And then you were talking about the male psyche, like how you guys think about different things. Because I'm like, why? Oh, I remember some of it. So when we had our oldest son, now was 13, he just turned 13 in August. And when we first had him, Ian had the worst time adjusting to fatherhood. He was a horrible husband. He really was. And I was pretty much by myself taking care of this kid. He would help, but we had to go to therapy because he didn't want to wash bottles. But he wanted the booties. That's the thing.
I don't know what the hell she's
talking about. Don't want to wash bottles, but he wanted the booties. So
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
This is what you do.
Did I want some ass? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, you didn't want to help, but then you wanted...
I did?
But you were upset that I didn't want to do things, yeah.
That must have been...
because I was too busy.
That must have been a very young, immature Ian, because I don't remember that at all in my head and thinking...
Well, no.
But of course you do, because it must have been traumatic.
Of course it was traumatic. I'm a new mother, first-time mom.
Oh, God.
Didn't know what the heck I was doing, so overwhelmed, and I have a husband who refused to wash bottles. Bottles, we had to go to therapy because he couldn't wash bottles. He didn't know. He didn't want to wash bottles.
I vaguely remember that.
I remember
vaguely.
It was yesterday. I remember sitting there with
Jesus, help us.
I forgot that lady's name when we went to go
Thank
see
God you forgot her name.
Cynthia.
Oh,
that's her name, Cynthia.
God.
Went to go see a therapist. Her name was Cynthia. And she had to break it down to you as to why.
Why
wasn't
what?
That big of a deal. She had to. This is what she ended up doing for you to finally wash bottles. She said, "Ian, do you go to your job?"
What did she say to me?
I'm gonna tell you what she said. I'm gonna tell you. So she was like, "Ian, when you go to your job, do you ever go to your job and not want to do well?" And you're like, "Oh no, I have to do good." And she said, "Well, having a child and being married is another job."
That's why women are manipulative. See, manipulative.
You wait, hold on. I'm telling you.
Sorry.
I'm telling you.
Go ahead.
I'm giving you the recap.
Go ahead.
So she said to you that this is why, the same way that you go to your job and you want to do well in your job and you put forth a lot of effort and you do well, it's the same effort you have to put in your marriage and to raising the child. And all of a sudden it was like light bulbs went off in your head.
In my head. Even
though I've been saying, no, because I'm telling you what, hold on. Light bulbs went off in your head because you were like, it's so different when she said it. Because I said the same thing. I'm like, why you can't help? Well, I mean, what's the big deal? So, but Ian basically said there's a reason why guys don't want to do things and why they don't like to help and why they skirt. There was an article I read today about.
What did I say?
What
did I say? I don't know what I said.
So we basically, it came after our conversation went around, it came back to you saying that there are things about men that women just don't get and don't understand.
That's correct.
And that you all as men operate a certain way.
That's correct.
For whatever reason.
Correct.
And that was this whole male psyche. So, and I said, well, why don't you share some of that maybe? But you're like, I can't share the secrets of men because I don't want to ruin it for all of us out there.
Yeah, because I can't tell you everything, but I'll tell you some things from my point of view as a man. I mean, and I'm assuming that a lot of men fall into the same category as myself. So that's why I said those things to you.
Okay. Well, you could talk about men. I don't know anything about men because I'm not a man.
That's right.
I just know I have a lot of guy friends. No, I have a lot of guy friends. So I feel like, and through maturity, I feel like I have learned enough about men to deal with y'all.
What did you learn about men?
Y'all are some fragile, spoiled, little bratty human beings. I ain't gonna lie.
I will have to agree with you. I thought you were going to say something different, but yes.
That's the facts. That's what I learned.
Yes, I do agree with you on that. Men are more fragile than you think. They're not the bossier the guy, the more fragile he is.
Yes.
And that's 100% true. There's a guy at the gym I always see. he walks in there and yells when he does his workouts and screams between sets and he talks loud and everybody stares at this guy. That guy has self-esteem issues and he has an issue with himself. When guys do that, they're really sad about themselves and trying to hide something. Do I yell?
Yes, a lot. So I guess you got some problems.
No. I yell because I'm mad and I'm frustrated. I don't yell because I have self-esteem issues.
Oh, no.
I
don't think you have self-esteem. You have too much self-esteem.
Damn.
That's, you know.
Too much self-esteem.
But that's actually, that works for me. It's good that you have a good self-esteem. So, back in the day, I used to have a lot of guy friends and I don't have as many now, but I used to have a lot of guy friends, and a lot of the guys were always insecure about my guy friends.
What do you mean insecure? Your guy friends insecure?
No, the guys who I would date sometimes would be insecure.
Really?
Yeah, because they didn't, I don't know.
Well, why were they insecure?
I have no idea.
Small penises?
I can't say yes to that.
If I was a guy, I'd be insecure too if I had a small
I can't say yes to that. I cannot say they all had small penises.
Oh, man.
But I will say that, that some of them had issues with me having a lot of guy friends.
Oh, so what you're saying is they weren't comfortable with you having guy friends. Even though you guys weren't married or in a serious relationship, they had a problem with you dating another guy while you were dating them.
Not dating another guy, just friends. These are friends. They're guys who are my friends.
Oh, you mean the episode where I said guys and girls can't be friends? So you had guys that were friends and other guys were like, well, how can you have a guy as your friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they know you can't have a guy as your friend.
Well,
I rest my case.
Back to that. Well, tell us about this whole psyche thing, Ian.
Well, I mean...
Fill us women in, because, one thing I do realize, sorry to cut you off, but one thing I do realize is a lot of women, I seem to understand men quite a bit, but a lot of women have no clue about men.
I agree.
And I'm very shocked sometimes at their reactions to things, and I'm like, well, if you understood, then you would, that's why women get so hurt a lot, because we don't understand men.
Correct.
And we don't know how. It's like
my
one big thing is always ask questions. Never assume anything with a man, because he won't tell you.
You have to ask
very
specific questions with men. Are you cheating on me? If you want to know if a man's cheating on you, you have to ask him specifically. Don't say, are you seeing another girl? Don't ask vague.
No. Have you had sex with somebody else?
Yes,
Have you kissed somebody else? You have to ask vague
because their definition of cheating might be totally different than yours. For instance, cheating for them might be just, sex, but if they get oral sex, that's not cheating, correct? So, if a girl asks you a question, are you cheating on me? Hell no, I'm not cheating on you. That's right. So in his head, the only reason I say this is because I've had a lot of male friends tell me this, and I agree with them, but it shouldn't be that way, But as men, we know what we're doing for the most part. We just try to manipulate the situation to get what we want for ourselves. And that's 100% true. And really, the only reason that if you're a man and you're in a relationship, the only reason you choose to stay in the relationship is because you want to stay in the relationship. That's the reality of it. Most men are always looking to leave anyway because we're attracted to other women. So when you see a woman, God, I'm going to get killed for this.
Yeah, this was one of the things you did talk about. You mentioned something about all men want other women all the time.
Yes. Now, if you're a guy and you're listening to this, you might think I'm lying or, Ian, this is not true for me. Okay, you're lying. If you like other men, that might be different, but men who like women, if you see other women around, just walking, you could be at work, at the mall. If there's another attractive woman, you automatically want to sleep with them. Automatically. It doesn't mean that it's something bad. It's just something that's built inside of you. It doesn't mean that you're bad. I don't think men should feel bad of wanting to sleep with other women. Now, here's where the choice comes in. Some men actually go off and make that choice to do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a good thing. That's the human side of us. We're not animals. So we have a choice. You see what I'm saying?
Women have a problem. A lot of women, I don't have a problem with that because we talk about stuff all the time.
Yeah, you're not.
When we were dating, if we saw a girl with a big booty or had big breasts or something, we'd be like, hey, look. And then we both comment.
And we laugh about it.
We laugh about it and move on. I've never had a problem with you looking at other women.
That's why I love you, because I value that, because I see a lot of men in relationships where if another guy even turns or does anything, the woman's on him immediately. And I'm like, what did you do? I didn't do anything. I'm like, well, obviously, did you? And my question to them is, have you cheated on your wife? I haven't done nothing. So I don't think women understand men. I think you're a good wife because even though I do stupid stuff, I'm not going to leave you to, with another woman. But some men do because they want to know. Well, how do I put it nicely?
My mom would say they want to take a little bit of the other.
Yeah, they want to have sex with another woman. That's just it. It's just it's a feeling men get, and I think it happens all the time, every day. So I think a lot of men fight the urge to leave their relationships. You know what I mean? To go with other women. I think that's a thing they fight daily. It doesn't mean that they can't beat it. You know what I mean? But I think just seeing another girl that's attractive. And then sometimes you question yourself and say, well, man, look at my wife. She's this and that. And you start saying, well, she doesn't go out with me. She doesn't do this with me. But this other girl, she's really pretty. She's nice. She's everything I want. But it's fake. That's not reality. It's just something that we put in our heads thinking, oh, it is better. But in reality, it's not. It's not that. It's not better at all. The grass definitely is not greener. We know people that have tried to go with the grass on the other side. And it is definitely not greener. It is what? Brown? Mm-hmm. Sometimes black and dead.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's one of the things men do is men are attracted to, other women. That's just the general thing. But I think men in general make a choice, to stay in a relationship or not. Some men just don't want to stay, whether it's non-communication. But men are sensitive. Understand. Men are very sensitive.
Extremely.
So if they're not getting attention, no sex, no attention, something in that relationship, they stray easily. It's weird to say that, but they do.
Yeah, and that's one thing I was glad when I think this was before I even got pregnant. There was a guy I worked with, and he talked about, or maybe it was when I got pregnant, but he talked about, maybe that's why I have some insight sometimes on certain things. But he mentioned to me how his wife, when they first had their child, and how he did not get the attention anymore, and how it made him feel totally, it made him not feel good. And he ended up, I think he strayed, or he almost strayed in his marriage or relationship, because he just felt not loved by his wife anymore because the baby got all the attention. And he's like, I know it was so wrong at the time, but I just didn't feel she cared about me. She wasn't giving me any attention. And that's one of the things too, that's one of the mistakes women do make a lot of times, is even when you have a child, not everyone may agree, but this is my perspective on this. Even when you have, and it's something I always have kind of lived by, even when you have a child and that child needs your attention, but your spouse also needs your attention. And one thing I have always tried to do, is, even though I had kids and I had to take care of these little babies, these little beings who had helpless little things, I still put Ian, in essence, before my kids. And that was, not everyone does that, and everyone likes to do that. But men are very sensitive, which I come to realize with you, Ian, and through therapy and different things. And I knew that that's something that I had to do for my marriage. My marriage has to come before my kids. And if it doesn't, then that creates a deeper problem in our relationship.
Do you think that's a problem with a lot of relationships in general, where one parent may put the kids above the other spouse?
Yes. A lot of moms put their kids before their spouse. And personally, I don't think that's a good idea, because of the way men are.
But what happens when a mom or a dad puts their kids in front of a spouse? What ends up happening in the marriage, you think? I think in general, the marriage is doomed. I think if you put so much time in with your kids, I love my kids, but they're not first. My wife is first. So if I put all the time to them, I couldn't imagine going back to her and be like, what do you want to do now? I think we'll probably be divorced. Actually, I know we will, because I know Nathalie, she ain't going to put up with it. She'd curse me out first and told me what I'm doing was wrong. And then I'd end up changing my ways. But not all women are like you. At all.
Well, I don't know. I'm not perfect by any means at all. But
no.
I feel like I've learned a lot of things over the years.
You're very strong.
Yes.
Very strong woman. And you talk a lot, too.
I do.
Oh, God. Got us in trouble more times than you know.
I know. I'm sorry for that. I know. My talking has gotten us into a lot of different bad situations. I can admit that. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
I forgive you. Forgive her, Jesus.
So what else can you tell us? So what else are you going to share about this male psyche?
So what was the first thing I said? I said...
You said men want
what they see. Yeah. That's a thing. That's an ongoing thing. And I think men in general have to fight to not stray. And also the second thing is temptation is real. That's not something that you just talk about. It's something that happens. And the way it works is, if you're in a relationship and you get tempted, if the relationship's going well, you might be tempted, but you're not going to let it bother you. Now, the problem comes in when you're tempted and the relationship's going sour. Then you have a recipe for something else to happen. You see where I'm going with this?
Oh, yes.
Everything that men do involves feelings. True, like being hurt. They're truly, truly oversensitive. A lot more sensitive than women. See, a lot of women probably don't think men are sensitive because of they're supposed to take this leading role in the family and they're not supposed to cry. All these weird things that women have thought about men in general, but it's not true. Men are supposed to cry, but they've been brought up thinking, well, I'm not supposed to cry. So when they get tempted to do something, whether leave or whatever, some men just do it because that's all they know how to do. And they feel like, well, she's not giving me no attention, so I'm going to leave. You know, that's it.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. In my experience, I've talked to a lot of men over the years, especially with all the way from young men to older men, and they're all sensitive, man, but they're pretty much the same person. Men don't really change. That 16-year-old teenager, all a guy is just a big version of himself.
Yeah.
Many years later. I mean, they don't really change much. I mean, I think maybe you get more wisdom as you get older. That's about it. But, not much changes.
Yeah. 'Cause I remember my dad even said once about my mom. My parents have been married, good God, I think over 60 years now. I don't know what, it's got to be 60 years.
Too long.
But my dad.
Do you think we're married that long?
I don't know. God willing.
How old are
hopefully
you married now? Do you even know?
16, thank you. But
16.
we had our anniversary a month ago. Yes, it's 16. Man, let me finish my
Go
story.
ahead, our anniversary 16.
So my dad, oh, this is years ago when I was I may have been a teenager or something, but my mom would always bitch and moan and complain, oh, your dad doesn't take me anywhere. He doesn't do anything with me and all this stuff. And then my dad, one day, he's like, I don't do anything with her because I used to always ask her and she'd always say no. And so he's like, well, you know what? If she's going to, after about probably the third or fourth time, and this is one thing women, you got to understand, you got to know.
This is true.
If you tell a man no to anything, it doesn't matter what it is, anything, more than a couple of times, he will just not ask you anymore.
That's right.
He will not. If he says to you, hey, let's go to the movies, and you say, even if it's not convenient for you, and you say, or something major kind of, I can't go, and he asks you again, and you still say, no, I can't go, or I don't want to go. He will find somebody else to go to the movies with. Right. Well, not even that kind of movie, but just in general. I mean the real movies, not sex movies. Or he just won't ask you anymore. Yeah. And then you're like, well, he doesn't romance me. Because he's going to feel like every time he asks you anything, you're going to deny him. And that's the thing my dad told me. And I've always remembered that with what my dad said. That's true. That's very true. I think I must have been a teenager. But I was like, dang, just because she said no a few times and you just stopped asking her out, he's like, yep. Because she don't ever want to do nothing. But it's true. I mean, I'm trying to think of a time when I've asked you something. I think it's just sex mostly. But if you say no a couple of times, I've asked you a couple of times. I tried to hint at it as best as I could. And you say no, I'm just like, I'm done. And then that's it. I just go to bed. I don't do anything. I'm done. I'm not going to keep trying. Whether I want it or not, I'm just going to go to sleep mad as hell. That's the reality. Yeah. And I think if women say no enough to a guy, he'll just cut her off. Emotionally, he'll start cutting her off emotionally and then start just not paying attention to her. You know? Or even if like you're touchy-feely kind of person, so you're always touching me. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, just leave me alone. But then I have to catch myself because I know if I keep telling him no, then he won't come up to me randomly and hug me. That's right. Or kiss me or whatever else he does. And then she gets nothing from me. Right. And then I'll be like, well, I don't get any attention. And I'll be like, and I'll just look at you like you're crazy. Right. So I have to, I consciously. Crazy. If I say no before, I try to consciously say yes the next time. You do that? I try to, yes. So you don't like when I touch you, do you? You always touch me when it's like the most inconvenient time. I don't like anyone bother me when I'm cooking. How is it? When I'm cooking, I don't. Cooking is the best time to touch somebody. No, you have ruined a lot of things with me cooking. How have I ruined? Your proposal to me when we got married. You weren't cooking. I did cook. Everybody loves Raymond cooking? I was pissed that day. Because I'm like, if you want to propose, why the heck? You ain't got to tell everybody this now. Why are you going to tell everybody this? It's just one of those things. But the proposal. Fine, I'll stop. I won't even talk about it. You can if you want. I'm not mad. I'm just saying you already brought it up, so you might as well tell. But I'm just saying, though. But you always bother me when I'm cooking. I proposed to her during Everybody Loves Raymond, everybody in our apartment. After I cooked. After she cooked. And I should not have to cook. That's how much of an asshole I was. Oh, you were during the beginning. Yes. See, I admit it.
I will publicly admit that because, listen, when I was younger, I did some stupid things, and that was one of them. I think I'll have to re-propose to her one day in a proper setting. That way she'll forgive me because she's going to take that. She's never going to forgive me for that because she brings it up and she's hurt to the core.
Oh, I was hurt.
Look at that. I can't even look at her face right now because she's looking at me with snake eyes, devil eyes, because she's so mad at me. And
no, I've gotten over that because I've had friends who have who had great proposals.
Of course, they had great proposals.
Well, I've had friends who had great proposals and they're divorced. Like
that's right.
So
most of them.
I don't worry about.
I would say most of them are divorced right now.
A lot of them are. So I don't worry about all the proposal thing. Back then I did because I didn't know any better. But now I know better. I don't worry about.
I don't know nothing now.
I'm
just surviving.
But yeah, so that's why I try to not say no too many times because I know if I do, then you just will shut down and. Even, that was something too we had to work on in therapy.
What was that?
Couples counseling, because you said you felt disrespected.
Did I say that?
Oh, yes. Oh, God, that was like your thing. I don't feel respected. I'm not respected. And I had no idea.
I was demasculating. Demasculated. That's what I was. I felt
word.
Demasculated by you because you were doing everything. I'm like, you don't need me here. You can do everything yourself. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, so that's why you just shut down.
Yeah.
That goes right
Hell yeah.
As a man, when I would criticize, if he would
you don't
cook
need
something,
me in the house.
And I would say something about what he cooked, I'm not cooking anymore. In his mind, he wouldn't say that to me, but in his mind now, he's telling me, he's saying, I'm not cooking anymore. And he would just shut down and not want to cook and not want to help. I mean, it's like, y'all men are like something else for real. But there's an article just today that said,
today?
I'm going to quote it.
Oh, God.
I'm going to quote it. Hold on.
Please don't quote it.
I am going to quote it. I found it.
Oh, my God. All she does is watch movies on her phone.
No.
Facebook articles.
This was
all day.
It was on workingmother.com.
All day.
Right? And the headline said, Mother searing post begs exhausted moms to stop making excuses for shitty husbands.
Oh.
That's what it was. And the quote, one of the quotes in here, it says, listen, this. And I was like, oh, damn, it's so true. The quote says, I happened to read this today. It says, if he gets free time and you don't, if he gets to sleep and you don't, if you have to do the grunt work and he doesn't, guess what? It's not an accident. He knows exactly what he's doing.
He does.
Division of labor imbalances in marriage are a form of spousal abuse.
Oh.
Stop making excuses for shitty men.
Oh my God.
This is what she said. I was like, damn.
But guess what? It's 100% true. Guy.
You're outing all your men?
I'm not outing my men.
You're outing your fellow men?
No. But it's true. Men know exactly what they're doing. When they feel like sleeping, I do it all the time. You get mad at me. When I don't feel like getting up out of the bed, I don't want to get up out of the bed. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to lay there and do nothing. Even though you're yelling at me, Ian, you're horrible. You're insensitive to me. You don't care about the kids. I just shut everything off and just lay there because I want to. It's a horrible thing to do. Mm-hmm. But the lady on that article, I hate to admit it, but she's right. I don't even like to talk about it, but it's true. Men just do what they want to do in general. I mean, I don't even know why I do that. Sometimes I don't feel like doing anything. And then sometimes you see me, sometimes I just get up, I fix like 10 things in one day and you act very surprised. Oh my God, Ian, who are you? You just fixed everything in the house that was broke. My God, where's this coming from? And then I'll go on a null for like 6-7 months, not fix nothing, and then I'll go fix something again because every now and then I want to feel like a man. But I don't know why I do that. Sometimes I just want to give up on life. I really do. I just want to lay there and just not care about nothing because life in general sucks. And I just feel like I'm reliving this monotony. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with me believing in Jesus or not. So for all you religious people out there, get a life, okay? I believe in Jesus and a lot, and I'm fine with that. But I think in general, life is tough. And when you're just going through, sometimes there's no answers to what you're going through. You're just going through it. You're just like, I don't feel like getting up today. I don't feel like doing anything
we're
today. I think that's a real emotion that people feel, but men get a bad rap, but I think men do that more than women do because women have the kids and they're responsible and so much responsibility is put on them, and men assume that the woman in the relationship is going to do everything, and that's not true.
What can women do to get y'all to do? I mean, to get y'all to help more, or to see that we need your help? Because I know a lot of women, a lot of friends who always talk about their spouses. You've gotten better over the years. I will give you that. But they say their spouses just don't get it. Like they just don't see what they need to do to help them. The women just struggle.
If you're a man in a relationship and you're you're feeling like you're neglected, or if you're a woman in the relationship and you feel like your husband's being distanced, the first thing I believe that's missing is affection. Like how you hug me every now and then, Ian, I love you. That's a huge deal for a guy to hear that from his wife or his long-term partner, whoever he's with. Those words, I love you, I care about you, and just a hug and a kiss. That's why I tell you, like a hug. When I tell you I need a hug, Natalie, it's a huge deal. Because I don't like giving hugs. I told you my thing about hugs. I'm not a hugger. I mean, I hug people because if I hug you, it's because I like to hug you. You know what I'm saying? So when you hug me, it's a huge deal. Because I think hugs, you're giving a part of yourself to that person when you hug them. You might not see it that way, but hugs are an expression of how you feel about that person. You're not going to hug everybody. And sometimes you get mad when you hug somebody you don't even want to hug. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I wasted my hug on that person.
That's you with that.
No, that's everybody. You just don't think about it. I'm telling you, a hug, you give off energy. And when you hug people, you're either going to make them feel good or bad. So when you're choosing to hug somebody that you like, you're sharing something with that person. It's very true. So, you know, when you're in a relationship, and you hug somebody, that you're exchanging energy with that person. And it makes your bond stronger. So I think men need more affection in general, not necessarily more sex, but just affection and a reinforcement of love from the other person, especially some men who have like self-esteem, especially I know so many men, the majority of men I know have self-esteem issues. The majority of men have terrible self-esteem issues. The majority of them. That's what I'm telling you. I mean, they're not confident in themselves. And, you know, you can hear how they talk about themselves. They're just not confident. Me, on the other hand, I'm confident, but I think I just have other issues. You know, I'm angry. I have confidence in myself. I'm just angry and have deep-rooted issues. But I believe men need more attention from their spouses. You know, more kisses on the cheek. I love you. But sometimes it's hard for their spouses to give it to them because they don't feel valued. So it's got to be more communication, I guess.
Everything. I told you, everything. No matter what, everything goes back to communication. That's one of the things I learned early on. Is I call it the verbal massage with guys. It's like you gotta
verbal massage.
Yes, the verbal massage.
What, like? Give me an example. How you verbal massage me? Tell me something.
like tonight. You know, I really cooked. I did all the work.
You did,
right? I cut up I just had you finish it up.
Yes.
But I said, Ian, thank you so much for finishing up dinner tonight.
You did say that.
Oh yeah, and you felt good, didn't you?
I said thank you, but I'm like, I didn't do nothing. That's the first thing I thought in my head. I'm like,
but how did you feel when I said thank you?
I felt good on the inside.
Okay, even though you didn't do nothing.
I didn't do nothing.
But it's a verbal massage.
I didn't do a damn thing.
It's a verbal massage. I gave you something. I gave you positive reinforcement for something that really you didn't do.
No, I didn't do nothing.
But for a man, for you, me doing that makes you feel good.
Yes, it does.
So it's the verbal massage. So I say things to you even though I know that I'm 100% valid.
Yes.
But I say them to you so you feel good. So that's why I said the verbal massage.
Well, yeah, I think that would be a benefit to a lot of couples is that verbal massage. I mean, I don't know. I think so many couples just need that massage, that love, that more intimacy. I don't even know.
It's just time.
I don't know.
People want to feel, no matter who you are, it doesn't matter if it's a friend or whatever, you want to feel valued. But especially when you're in a relationship, marriage, whatever, with you have a partner that you want to feel valued by that person. And and when you have children, especially when you have children, if you don't give your spouse that attention, they will feel neglected and they will begin to distance themselves.
Well,
and they can't always express to you that you're not paying attention to me. Or you're going to say, well, if you would help me sweep the floor, but yes, it would be better if they helped you. But at the same time, you have to do what's right for your relationship.
You know what?
That's selflessness. And that's my number 2.
Oh.
Number 1 is communication. Number 2 is selflessness.
Yes.
Even if it's not, you can only work on you. You can't fix anybody else till you work on yourself.
Oh my God.
So that's one of the things that I have done, is selflessness. Even when I'm like, oh God, this man's getting on my last nerve. He don't want to do nothing. He don't want to whatever. But I will still, either give it up or whatever. I'll find some other way. I will still appease you in some way, even though I'm not always getting what I want. And in turn, you eventually begin to give me what I want.
Yes, but I've learned to grow up a little bit. At least I think I have.
You're doing better.
I try. I truly try. But I know I do mess up at times and I go back to old ways. But I think overall I'm trying to make a choice to be a better husband.
Right, but actually, I don't know if I ever asked you that question. So, what made you want to be a better husband? What made you want to put forth the effort? Or what have I done to make you want to put
It's
forth
not what
the
you
effort?
did. You didn't do nothing. It had nothing to do with you.
Well, then what made you change?
It was my choice wanting to show you and the boys that I could be a good husband. It had nothing to do with you really, per se. It was just me saying, you know what? Me going this route of arguing and being mad at her all the time about stupid things does nothing for the overall relationship. The kids see us fighting. That's going to make them grow up to think that this is normal. Then that's going to lead them down a bad path, like how me and my sister ended up because our parents fought all the time. So I made a conscious decision that, you know what, I'm going to work on being a better father, but not better father, but better husband first. And I'm going to truly care about my wife and how she feels because I know she truly loves me. And I don't have to guess that. You know, I know she loves me, so I have to work on showing her that I love her. That's when I finally decided to do that, I think then I decided to change slowly over time. And I mean, I think I've come a long way since I made that decision. But I think a lot of men have to truly make a decision. I think men in general, some of them leave their relationships too fast, too quickly. They just leave too quickly before things can be done to mend it. I don't think all relationships can be mended, but I think the majority of them can be mended if people just be patient. But I know men get very angry and leave. That's why when men get angry, another trick I just thought of. When men get into a fight, they immediately want to sleep with another woman. That's true. That's the first thing they want to think about is to sleep with another woman. Immediately. So be careful about your fights because depending on the guy you have, he'll go out and go sleep with another woman immediately because he may have a friend on the side that you don't even know about that he always has that's there for him to take him in when he fights with his wife. I'm going to get killed for saying that, but it's true. Yeah, so I mean, you got to be careful how you fight all the time because, like I said, men are sensitive. So when they get hurt, they may not show you, but they'll leave and they will have sex with another woman just to piss you off. And then whatever. They don't care. Men just get so mad they don't care, but in the end, they do care. They don't want to have sex.
And that's one thing
with another woman
that women, I know a lot of women don't seem to understand. If you and a guy were to break up and all of a sudden he's with another woman, it doesn't mean that he never loved you. The faster he's with somebody else, that's probably the more that he didn't care about you.
Oh, yes.
But a lot of women take that and are like, oh my gosh, he never cared about me because he ran off and he slept with this girl or whatever. It's because he's that hurt.
Yes.
It's weird. It makes no sense because I'm, as a woman,
it makes total sense to me.
It doesn't make sense to me. But from understanding men, from my understanding of men and my friendships I've had, the more hurt they are, the faster that they're going to run off and hook up with somebody else. Now, there are the exceptions to the rules. There are guys who are just dogs who never did care about you, period.
Yeah.
But if you and a guy had something for a period of time and then you break up, or even if you're married and you separate and he quickly runs and sleeps with some other woman, that means that's the more that he's hurt.
Yes.
That actually means he probably loves you even more than you realize. Oh. If he runs off and sleeps with somebody else right away.
Yeah, because guys can separate sex and like love very easily. It's easy for a guy to sleep with multiple women, not love any one of them. Right. Actually, it's the easiest thing to do in the world. And not.
Oh yeah, well that's that's another thing that I know women don't get.
What?
Just because a guy will take you out and buy you, spend money on you. I learned that from my best friend in college was a guy. And I remember
it's getting dirty
he had
now.
this little this girl that he was dating or whatever.
Let's go with it.
And in college you ain't got no money.
Oh hell no.
But he liked the girl. He liked her, but he wasn't like in love with her. He just liked her doggy style. You know what I'm saying?
You keep going. Doggy style.
Money,
that's right.
So that's what he wanted to keep getting, right? So I saw him. This is why I don't. This is all my guy friends really messed me up because I would watch them and I would learn.
It's the truth.
So he went out and bought this girl some expensive gift.
Keep going.
And I was like, you ain't even into her like that. He's like, I know, but it's Valentine's Day. I'm supposed to buy her something. So,
Keep talking.
And so, of course, now she's going to get this gift.
And think what?
And she's thinking, oh my gosh,
He loves me.
He really cares about me because he gave me this gift.
All he cares about is
All
that
he
ass.
wants is that doggy stuff. That's all he wanted. And I watched that and I was like, oh snap. I would never, I don't care what a man gives me. I'm not trusting that as anything.
Women in general, listen, I'm going to tell you this right now.
We listen to our hearts too much. I listen to it with my mind.
Do not believe anything a man tells you when you're dating him. I'm telling you that 100. You don't know men. You don't know the other guy in general, who he is for the most part. So if a guy comes on you quickly and tries to give you gifts, be wary of the guy that's giving you the gift. Because most men in general, if you're very attractive, they're trying to get in your pants. That's it. Trust me on that. And the faster they get in there, the faster they leave.
Right? But like women, I don't know why so many women always think that if a guy's spending money on you, that means he cares. That does not mean he cares about you. No. It means nothing.
All he wants
it just means he can spend money.
Listen, all he wants is what you got, and that's it. It sounds mean, I say that, but it's true. If you're willing to give it up as a woman, they're going to take it. Almost every single time. And guess what? They're going to take it and not even look back. I think I was guilty of doing that in college once, right? With that,
I don't know.
That girl back in college. But I told her, I was like, if we're going to do this, I said, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend. That's why I was never good at being a player in college, because I was too truthful. And so, but women believe that even when men tell them the truth, there's something there. There's nothing there. If a guy does not want you as his girlfriend or as to be your wife, he's gonna leave you. Now, if a guy, here's the other secret. If a guy wants you to be his wife or he's truly interested in you, he's gonna wait to sleep with you. He's gonna wait a little bit longer than usual. Actually, he might not sleep with you for a long time because he truly cares about you.
Right.
If he don't care about you, he's gonna hit it, and then he's gonna leave. And then when you call him, the number ain't gonna work. He's gonna tell you to stop calling him. He's gonna curse you out, whatever it is. But men are simple. If a guy truly wants you, he's gonna treat you a certain way. And if he doesn't want you, he's going to take it from me, women. If a guy doesn't want you, he's going to hit it real quick and then move on. So
this is kind of off the couples thing.
Take it for what it is a couples thing. Well, same thing with a couple, right?
Well, if you're married and stuff. But yes, if you're just dating or whatever.
Yeah, if you're dating in a couple, it still applies to you. So you take it for what it is.
Yeah.
It sounds sad, but I mean, that's the reality. That's the majority of guys, I think. I mean, not the married ones, but guys that are dating. For the most part. Yeah,
it is sad. But
it does sound sad.
Women don't get it.
No,
that's
they
why
don't.
I want women to get it because I, as a woman, I hate to see other women get hurt.
They still don't get it because I'm sure we know people that are still having problems dating.
Or if they tell you who they are, believe them. Like, I have a nephew.
Tell him.
I have a nephew.
He don't care if you tell him this. Go ahead and tell him.
I ain't using his name. I just got a nephew. I got like 20 of them, so it don't matter.
It's one of her nephews. I'm sure you'll find one.
I have a nephew. But my little nephew, I told him, well, he ain't little, he grown. Yeah. He grown now, but they're all grown.
This is funny.
My youngest.
I already know where you're going with this.
But I told him a long time ago, I said, when you date women, he's probably almost 30 now, but when he was early 20s, I said, when you date women, I said, be honest. I said, because being honest will not stop you from getting the booty. It won't stop you. I said, it'll help you. And I told him, I said, if you're going to be with a girl and you don't want to be her boyfriend, you don't want to commit to her, but you want the booty, I said, straight up, just tell her that.
Yep.
Tell her what you want. Tell her straight up, I don't want a relationship. We can have sex, no problem, but I don't want a relationship. I'm not going to be with you. And I told him at that point, if she makes the choice to date you, which most of them will.
She knows what's coming.
Then she can't get mad at you when you
don't
want to commit.
That's right, because she knows.
And he said to me, he goes, Auntie, that's the best advice you ever gave me. This was like 2 years later.
After he couldn't believe it.
He's like,
how many girls?
He's like, the women, they don't care.
No, man.
And they can't get mad at me. And they know they can't because I told them straight up.
Yeah, that's it.
He's like, but they still throw it at me.
Yeah.
Especially the cougars used to come for him.
Oh man,
the older women. The older women. He used to go for them older women.
Oh, because they don't care. Older women don't care.
But he said they always came
because that's what life is all about. The truth. The truth is what life is really about. Look at how men and women interact. Right. In college, the reason I didn't have a lot of sex with women in college because I was afraid of getting AIDS.
That's good for me.
I'm serious.
Well, I'm glad. That's
No,
good.
no, I'm serious. I'm one of those guys where I'm like, I'm not sleeping with anybody because I don't want to get a disease. Now, a lot of guys don't think like me, but me, I was petrified. But think about it. The same thing that you just said. If most men would tell the women they want to date, hey, listen, here's the deal. I want to date you, but I just want to have sex with you, and that's it. I'm dating other women. If the woman, like you said, I agree with you. If the woman really doesn't want anything from him, and she still wants to sleep with the guy, she's gonna do it, and then she's not gonna expect anything out of it. But
no. The women always expect.
what do you mean? Well, always expect anything out of it, even after you're telling the truth.
This is the kicker.
Then who's crazy here?
A lot of women, and this is what happened to him. And,
God.
I told him what happened too.
Oh man!
I said a lot of the women, they'll sleep with you, thinking they're gonna put it on you and change you.
Listen,
but it's true. And he was like, women. A lot of women do. Even though a guy will tell them straight up. That's why you tell them straight up. You say, I don't want a relationship. We can have sex, but I don't want a relationship. The women will say, and especially if they think you're a nice guy, because he is a nice guy.
Yeah,
overall.
he's a
decent guy.
He's a good kid.
So he would tell them this, and then they would sleep with him, and then over time, they would expect that he would want to be in a relationship with them because they put it on him. And he would still be like, no, I told you up front, I don't want no relationship. So this is another thing.
That's
women. Some
they don't
women
get it.
just don't get it.
They think that their coochie is good enough
Right.
that it's going to
It's
put
gold.
it on
It's
them.
that platinum.
Oh man! Once you get this, you're not going to get nothing else. And the guy's like, I just busted a nut.
That's
oh well,
it. That's
no
right.
big deal.
Right.
I'm going on to the
now
next.
they don't think that way. A lot of the women, and then
You know
unfortunately for women,
That's
though,
weird. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately for women, it's kind of a little graphic, but women are entered, all right, are penetrated.
Keep going.
Somebody's putting something in.
Best show topic ever.
Every time something goes in,
Yes.
that bond is created for a woman.
Hey, is it getting hot in here? Because damn.
It's just facts.
But
so for a guy, women are internal, right? So they receive things, and so when that's happening, you're taking. So you're thinking your bond is growing with this guy. There are some women who can do this without having to get the attachment and don't want a relationship, but most women over time will want the relationship because it's like innate. It's like something that's.
So you're saying that because they're having sex, because there's a penis involved.
Yes.
There's a penis going into a vagina that is an actual bond that's happening. But the woman is taking that more literally than the guy is. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying
as far as bond.
That's why women think that.
I see what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying because it happens that way because of the way sex is. The women automatically think this is a real bond that's happening.
Well, that's just my theory, but I may beg to differ.
It sounds good. I'm sure there's a doctor that wrote a book on it.
That's part of it, that's part of it. But some of it is just a denial in thinking that your loving is so good that he's gonna want to stay. It's just that. It's a little bit of that ego. It's a little bit of that ego. But then when the guy doesn't want to, then they're disappointed. So he's already told you who he is. Believe him. Especially if you can find a guy who's actually willing to, and that's the thing. Women are shocked because a guy would actually tell her straight up that he doesn't want, because most men are stupid and they'll tell you crap because they want to get you, and then women get pissed, and that's why women get mad, and then they're scorned and all this stuff. If a guy with all men would just be straight up, it's better to take the booty from the women who want to give it up to you than to take it from the ones who don't want to give it up to you and who would have otherwise went on, right? Yeah. Than to take it from those who think if they have that confidence in themselves that they think they're going to put it on you and change you.
Put it on me, girl.
Then that's yours for the taking, right? Mm. But instead of lying to good women who don't want to do that with you, who know what they want, but instead you lead them on and then ruin them, that's jacked up. Yeah. Be honest. Be straight up. If you want the booty, say you want the booty.
Man, in general, if you're listening to this, if you just be truthful. I think the truthfuls get you anything you want for the most part.
And it will set you free because that way the woman can't be mad at you because she took the bait.
Yeah, that's I agree with that. I don't agree with Nathalie on other things, but I agree with her on this one. If you're just truthful up front, it is what it is. At that point, she's going to say, okay, let's do this or not. And then that's it. There's no point in literally beating around the bush. I just said that. But
I'm glad you shared some of the insights of men today with us because I know a lot of people need to hear this kind of things.
It's true though. Yeah. Like I said, men are simple. And men love sex, by the way, for you women out there. If you think they don't, you're lying to yourselves. Even though they might not say they want it, they're lying. They always want it because they're always thinking about it all the time. At work, at church, at the house, while they're mowing the lawn. It's always in their head.
So you're saying no matter how old a man is, that's
That's why you see old men try to date younger girls because they always want sex and they always want some type of sex or some type of physical attraction to go on with their body. They always want to feel young again. Men do. They always want to feel young and vibrant again. That's why they do things like buy Viagra, all these things to enhance themselves to keep that part. That's what makes them a man. You understand? Sex and their penis is what makes a man. Most of them are like, no, that doesn't make a man a man. Trust me, if you cut a man's penis off, he's done.
That's what men feel.
Yeah. Like if you cut a man's penis off, he's done. He won't consider himself a man anymore. That's it. He is identified by his sex organ. And that's what makes him a man. That's why men always try to compare D sizes all the time.
Is that why y'all like to send those D pics? Let me not even start with those D pics, man. Let me not even start. Cause women don't like D pics, dudes. Women don't like
men that send D pics have problems with themselves. They have they have self-esteem issues. That's why they send those pics. They think about it. Why is a guy that is confident in himself going to send a D pic to a girl or a woman that he wants to date? That doesn't make any sense.
They think that we like it.
Because they
would want us to send them.
Yeah, because they watch too many movies. They think that's what women want. It's a lie. No, because you're a fool. If you're a guy doing that, you're a fool right now for even doing that. Normal guys that are thinking with their head straight aren't going to take a picture of their penises and then send it on a phone to a woman. That doesn't make any sense.
Women don't like
unless the woman asks you specifically to do it. You know, if she asks, hey, send me a picture. Yeah, that might be different, or if you're a married couple and you're sending pictures, but a strange woman you never met before and you're going to send that pic, that's weird. Even for me to say that as a guy, if another guy said that and show me, hey, this is what I did, I'm like, you're weird, dude. Why are you sending a picture of your thing to another? That doesn't make any sense. That means that you're too scared to talk to the girl, to get to know her, to get to know who she is. But yeah, you think she's just, when you send a pic to a woman, you consider her an object at that point. You don't even see her as a woman. You understand? That's why they do that stuff. I don't really see you as a woman, so I'm going to send you this pic so we can have some pointless sex. That's really what it is. But, I mean, that's stupid. Even as a guy telling me this, that's stupid. I'm not going to look down to the guy for doing it, but I'm just saying, it doesn't make any sense as a guy to take a picture of your junk.
I'm glad I've never got a D pic because I don't know.
You never got one before?
Heck no.
I know.
This is before we're a little older, so back then
they probably do it. They probably do it more now.
Yeah,
than they did back when we first started.
Block. That's just disgusting.
I have never, and I haven't dated many girls. I haven't dated a lot. I think maybe 2 or 3. I think my whole life, and I have never once thought of taking a picture of my junk and then sending it to them and being like, "Hey, look at me."
I don't know why guys think. I wish I could.
I think I'm way too shy. I just feel uncomfortable doing that, so I just would never.
Well, that's a good choice.
Do that.
That's just not.
I mean,
women don't like it.
What? I got a question.
Women don't like
why is it women don't like looking at penises, but they like getting penises? Could you explain that?
Because penises are ugly. Nobody.
Keep going.
They're not attractive.
But this is what I find perplexing. So they're not attractive.
You're so off topic today.
Oh, I don't give a damn. We're off topic. We're gonna get back to the topic soon in the show. But if it's so ugly, why do you all want it? But it's ugly.
No, it's ugly, but it serves a purpose.
Oh,
we like
damn.
the purpose, but we don't like the item.
Wait, it serves a purpose? Like, where does it to be used? Like,
that's what it's for.
Oh, damn.
It's a purpose. We don't. That's what it's for.
Oh, I am insulted that you would even say that about penises.
But what else is it for?
What do you mean, what else is it for?
It's not like women, we have breasts that are used to feed children.
It's beautiful.
It's not. They're gross.
It's beautiful to men.
Well, that's because y'all are weird.
And breasts are also beautiful to men, too.
Y'all
They're
are
not
weird.
Breasts aren't for feeding kids.
Vaginas are for delivering babies.
No, vaginas
and breasts are for feeding babies, right?
No. You're flawed in your thinking. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
They have a double purpose. What else? What other purpose does
Vaginas for having sex.
What other purpose?
Babies are just a result.
There's no other purpose for a penis. It's just an ugly thing. It's just ugly.
We're gonna get the most episodes, most
women do not like penises. We like them for their use, but we don't like to look at them. Oh my god! That's just a general.
You know what? I'm gonna take a survey on that question when we send out to find out if that's really true. I don't believe that. I can't believe that as a man.
Women don't like looking at penises. They're just not attractive. They're not.
As a man, I can't agree with you because I'm a man, so I cannot agree with you.
Okay, well, of course you should look at having your own stuff as attractive, I guess.
My penis are like Dave Chappelle said, him and his penis are like this, son. All my Dave Chappelle fans know what I'm talking about when I say that.
Well, you and Dave Chappelle, y'all have that moment.
It's a joke.
I know. I'm just saying. Like, I don't see it. I don't know any women that thinks of penises. Of course, there are some. women
There's
out
plenty of women that think penises are awesome.
Yes, there was always going to be someone.
And you know what? That's why I like Cardi B. I don't know where that came from, but
because you have an infatuation with Cardi B.
You know what?
You've gone from Beyonce now to Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Like, it's like total
I forgot to
opposites.
tell you the other thing about men before we go. But men like when their wives are like very sexual in the bedroom. They don't like when they lay there. They like when they make the noises and they moan and they get into it. They love it. That's why I think that's why I like Cardi B, because her voice sounds very, I don't know if it's husky, but she sounds like dirty, right? Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, when you
you like Cardi B because you think she's good in bed. That's why.
Yes. Oh man.
Summarize.
Oh yes. When I look at her, I'm like, damn, she sounds hot. But I would never date a girl like that. But when I'm listening to her, I'm like, man, there's something about her that's unique. But I think, like I said, men, that's why she's on TV.
Is that why you like that Claws show?
Maybe.
Do those women kind of remind you of that?
Well,
I think you got a little alter ego.
I do have a little alter ego, but it's her voice. I don't know what. It's weird. Like whenever I'm like, why she doesn't even speak proper English good. I don't even know what it is. She sounds like, I don't even know, but it's her, I don't know if it's her slang or something. There's something about her. I'm like, damn, she fine, but it's just something. But I think that's what it is about men that are drawn to her. It's the same thing that draws me to her. Is just this thing that she has. I can't even describe it. It's just weird. She's very sexual. That's what it is. And the fact that she was a stripper adds to it. So I think I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Ian and his new infatuation with Cardi B. He done this Beyonce. He don't even mention Beyonce.
Listen, Beyonce's gone. Okay,
he didn't even talk about Beyonce.
Listen,
it's all about Cardi B.
Beyonce's gone. I'm embarrassed for even liking Cardi B, but I like her. And I like her. I'm embarrassed to say this. I don't like all her songs, but I just like how she talks. I don't know why I like how she talks.
It's okay.
But it's just
everybody's got their thing.
But it's forgive me, my audience, but I like how she talks. I'm gonna get people working to kill me when they hear this.
It's okay. You can love your Cardi B.
Confession is good for the soul.
Are you quoting my mother?
That's right. But we've
yes, it is.
But we've come to the end of the show now. It was a great topic. Thank you, Natalie, for making it fun today. It started off kind of rough, but it ended up fun. So
that's because you got to talk about Cardi B.
I did. I got to mention Cardi B one time. But yeah, we've come to the end of our episode now. We appreciate you joining us. And episode 10 is coming up. It's going to be, our 10th episode?
Yes. We're going to have our kids on our episode 10.
Yeah, we're going to do an episode with the family.
I have no idea how it's going to go because our kids are really...
What the hell are we going to talk about?
We called this show The Family Mess because I've told y'all before, our family really is a mess. Our kids are crazy.
They're going to embarrass
They're crazy
us.
In a good way.
They're going to say something that's going to embarrass us.
They're nice children, but people come to our house and don't want to have children after they come to our house.
That's 100% true. I've been told that.
Or they come in our house and they're like, oh my God, it's so crazy. It's so chaotic in here. And there's only the 2 kids, me and Ian, and we have a little dog.
Oh man.
A little poodle dog.
They think we're fake. It's true.
And that's just our life, and hopefully over time we'll be able to integrate more video and stuff or other things into the show to give you guys a deeper glimpse into our lives. Because it really is crazy. And my children are very special. They are. They're special. I tell I have family members who are like, what's wrong with your kids? I'm like,
it's them.
They're special.
Oh, they are.
I can admit that.
I love my boys so much.
I can admit that. And then they unfortunately have Ian's crazy personality.
Oh.
So the 3 of them together add a whole weird...
My personality?
Yeah, they're weird like you. Y'all have the same weird humor.
I'm not weird.
That's why you guys laugh at stupid stuff.
Oh my... I'm weird?
Oh yeah, bro. That's why y'all laugh at some of the weirdest stuff. But yeah, so episode 10, we're going to feature, we're going to have our kids... I think they wanted to talk about, I think what our kids wanted to talk about is my food addiction. They said that because I eat their food and stuff.
Oh, yes.
So I don't know if we're going to talk about that or what exactly
we're going to let them talk about what they want to talk about.
Yes, we'll probably let them talk about whatever they want to talk about. And it'll probably be unedited, totally 100% definitely unscripted.
God.
Because our conversations are never scripted. And we'll see. So you get to meet Noah, who's 13. He just turned 13. And Samuel, who just turned 10. And Yes, and
Yes.
learn a little bit about them.
All right, episode 10 it is.
Yeah, that's what we're
I
going
can't wait. So join us if you want to subscribe to us, our show, The Family Mess, on Google Podcasts, iTunes, iHeartRadio, CastBox, Spreaker, and Spotify. Please subscribe and press the like button.
And tell your friends. If you like our show, tell your friends, hey, I'm listening to this new show, tune in. Share us, share our thing, whatever, share the link, whatever you got to do.
We love everybody.
Yes, we do. And we like to know we're out there. So eventually we can, hopefully go live and we're doing this a little bit longer and we can get more people. But yeah, so tell your friends, if you like it, tell everybody.
Yes.
We appreciate that.
Join us in all those areas that I just mentioned, and we'll see you soon in episode 10. God bless. Come on, man. You can't. All right, man.
Did you hear that?
That was nasty. You stink.
I didn't hear
I'm
that.
ending. All right, we're ending because no farting is nasty.
We'll get back to showing some advertising saying
Mess, family mess.